Hello everybody, last video for today because I'm tremendously busy. I gotta get a haircut and I got meetings in Toronto here, and pretty big deal, so it's great, it's good. I know everybody needs that minute to log on, but we gotta do another letter, an ASAP letter, and I'm gonna take the coming on 1700 for that. I think I should be able to get that done over the next few days too. It's a tall order indeed, but we need to do the Karim Khan email now, as Governor General has made her commitment to absolutely the Third Reich system right here in Canada. She's going to play the role of Adolf Hitler, and we need to address that with Karim Khan. We're going to use the module 1 I gave to all Facebook friends and followers and founding members of CCP. We're going to use that. That's going to be the first thing as we continue with the resolution that's going to go to the P5, which we already know China's going to deliver for us. And I have to get that date as well too. Tall order of business, a lot of work over the next 2 weeks that has to be done, everybody. We have to rise to the occasion every time the government tries to pull a fast one. And just so everybody knows, Aaron O'Toole, Jagmeet Singh, Yves Blanchette, the list goes on and on, are all in with Trudeau, and so are all the premiers. For those, there's a big thing on Twitter right now that, oh, people are figuring stuff out, but trust me, premiers are guilty. They don't have forced subjugation to Trudeau. They have Section 92. Everybody understand this. All your civil rights, which are many, most of the rights you have that were promised you just don't know it. You just don't know it because 70 of them have never even been made available to the third, second-class citizen, limited to the second class. Here's one for you. Businesses. All registered businesses, most, 95% in Canada, are absolutely power of the premiers, solely, with no constitution whatsoever. They can do all kinds of things to you. The other thing, property, First Nations, you know this. I can show you history of treaty Indians out of Alberta and how many reserves have had to pack up and move along because the provincial government wants that land for something else. They are appropriating reserve settled lands. Here's your new land. Pack her up. You're out of here. Third class, second class Canadians, when the government wants to come in municipally because of the power of the province through Section 92, they will remove your land anytime they want, and you will take what they give, if they give anything at all, or you're going to be under the bus. They do it all the time. It's been done for years and years and decades and decades. Many people know this. It's just not a majority, so nobody ever hears about it. First Nations, a total minority. Business owners, total minority. That's reality. Even homeowners, a minority. A lot of you know this all to be true. Search your past or family's past. It's happened to a lot of Canadians. Happens all the time. You just don't really hear about it. It's never going to make the news, but you all know it. It's in your family at some point. Everybody from every walk, third, second, and First Nations, First Peoples alike, you all know it's true. It's in your history. The government does to you whatever they like. There's the big crown and the little crown. Premiers have absolute full autocratic authority. There is zero provincial constitutions, never have been, never will be, as long as we stay in this colonial crown system, aka Adolf Hitler's Third Reich. It's been alive and well in Canada long before Adolf and continues long after him. And nobody's any wiser. Your full autocrats pay presidents of other big countries, especially the UNSC P5, to administer their wants and needs in their party platforms. We just watched Germany say, sorry USA, we're saying it publicly, we're not playing your game. Just as MF Russia, everybody, MF Russia just tweets out that USA lost, Biden lost yesterday on the Afghan file. Totally lost. Totally lost. Huge defeat for the Democrats. And Russia's even saying, you guys got your ass handed to you. You're even losing your G7 on your Green New Deal. I don't know what's going to happen to Joe Biden at the 2nd year mark. I don't know if at that point Senate's going to fall back to the Republicans and absolutely House might flip too. Hard to say. We're going to see yet. He has to do America first, but how much ally alienation are you going to go through? The G7 that's not enshrined in colonial crown power, which is the Five Eyes. This is devastating for Joe Biden to continue forward on that narrative. I would say anyway, and we're going to see it with House and Senate. Are they going to flip at the 2nd year mark? Midterms coming. Is America first going to win? Maybe with nuclear proliferation, but at what expense? Now, Five Eyes, UK is going to make sure it's going to present in Canada, colonial Adolf Hitler styled Canada, and New Zealand and Australia. We'll see how much they're going to go through forward and through with it. Why would you destroy your primary industries for the benefit of the allies? Well, that's easy. The first class citizens of those crown and powdered colonial countries of the Five Eyes will do whatever, because as long as the first class politicians getting paid and it's at the expense of the third, second class and all first peoples, do you think they care? They don't care. They don't care one bit. They're going to finish you all off. All of us. They're going to destroy Canada. And you're going to watch a decline in Australia and New Zealand, much the same as Canada. But Canada's much worse. We are even further in with that Third Reich than any other nation in the world. And we were first. We were first. That's the only success story Canada has, is bragging about being Adolf Hitler's Third Reich before Adolf Hitler. 4 years, in fact. It's sick, it's sad. The Indian Act, loaded with genocidal terms, conditions that Adolf Hitler matched in what he did to the Jews through his 1933 Enabling Act. You might as well call it the Indian Act of Germany. And then it just exploded from there. There's much more on the Indian Act that explodes in every province, explodes in every municipality with Indigenous roots or Indigenous crossover. You've just never heard the stories because those voices were silenced a long, long time ago. And many First Nations have given up. Chiefs have to swear to that oath. Everyone who swears that oath gets put into that system. And it's wrong. Adolf Hitler did it, and then he just kept going. He went way further than Canada ever did in a much shorter period. But at a great expense, Canada's doing the exact same thing, slowly and surely. The NWO, which was Germany's vision under Adolf Hitler, Chancellor Adolf Hitler, who was the same as Governor General of the time, completely forced to amend the Constitution, as all countries have been, except for Third Reich Canada, has never, ever, as you all learned in Module 1, ever amended their Constitution to remove any powers of genocide, absolutely removing the crown powers that Adolf Hitler was able to use. And Canada says, no, we're not going to do it. Forget the Allies. Forget world binding law. We are NWO. We are going to be the Third Reich in Canada. We continue on in an Adolf Hitler style system. It's reality, people. People say, no, it's not true. You can't find a world expert in constitutional law, best of the best, or a world-class justice from any Supreme Court to come forward and say, Dave Bjorkman's lying, remove him from Facebook, take it down. You can't get Facebook to take me down. Twitter will not be able to take me down. I can repeat this on YouTube, and they can't take me down. Nobody can take me down. Now, the government can limit my ability to get out on individual videos if they choose. They did that in Alberta for everybody who showed up at the whistle stop. They nailed a bunch of us. Sure, the government can do that. They have full crown power provincially, again, over your civil rights, so they can end your ability to communicate on the internet. We'll see. We'll see how bad it gets. But I'm telling you all, this is all real, legitimate, and soon enough, you're all going to see it, and you're going to start to see world-class experts. Why am I on a stage with world-class experts? Well, that's easy. I've been on that stage for more than 2 years now, and it's all coming to fruition. And eventually, because of the strength of the Constitution of America, it won't matter Democrat or Republican alike. They're going to gravitate to this. They already are. Many of the free world nations are, and they're not happy with what they're seeing. And Russia will come on board. China's on board. There's a lot Canadians need to know. Same with First Nations. You're going to learn a tremendous amount, and then you're going to start going, why is our media the way it is? Why are our government officials the way they are? Well, stay tuned for the next series of modules. We're going to go through all of that as we get ready to design the next resolution that will be presented by a P5 member, possibly all of them. We have one. That's all we need. Bye now. That's my videos today. Gotta let her go now, everybody. I have a tall order today and tomorrow too. Bye now.